Russia says it will let the residents of the occupied city of Kherson decide their own fate following reports that the city's Moscow-backed authority is seeking annexation. Now, Kherson was the first major Ukrainian city to fall following the Russian invasion. And according to Russian news agencies, the region's new administration will ask the Kremlin if it can join Russia. Kyiv, meanwhile, says that Moscow has been planning to rig a referendum in its favour. It's accused Russian forces of collecting personal information on the city's residents ahead of a planned vote. Well, elsewhere in the south, Russian forces are continuing their push eastwards. Our international correspondent Annalise Borges is in the Mykolaiv region, where Ukrainian forces have been repeatedly repelling Russian attacks.
We traveled here to Mykolaiv, this strategic city on the banks of the Yuzhny Buk River, to get to understand how the resistance is being organized. This is a major strategic hub for the resistance being put by Ukrainian soldiers, because 60 kilometers to the east of here is Kherson, that city that's now occupied by Russian troops, and from where Russian soldiers have been trying to push to the east. They have hit this city multiple times in recent weeks. While we were talking to people in the city today, we heard the explosions, we heard the shelling that continues to go on the front line, and including from the heart of the city, the regional administration building. That's where we went to meet the regional governor of this province, Vitaly Kim, who spoke to us about the fighting, about the situation on the front line. He said that soldiers have no other choice but to continue to fight, residents alike as well. He says that the situation is difficult in this city that has seen a significant amount of shelling, but that people are almost used to it now. Indeed, people seem to resist, go about their business. He said that troops on the front lines are not necessarily making progress, but they are able to hold their ground, at least for now. But indeed, the situation in this entire region in the south of Ukraine is extremely tense. We have seen reports, including from U.S. intelligence agencies, that Russia could be trying to shift the focus here in order to capture this corridor on the Black Sea coast, in order to annex, in order to connect the east of Ukraine that they already hold, including Crimea Peninsula, all the way, of course, to Transnistria, that part of territory in Moldova occupied by the Russians.
Now, Russia has not confirmed that it will go ahead with a referendum in Kherson, but as Galina Polonskaya told us earlier, events in this city look like a repeat of Moscow's actions in Crimea and could mean that it will move to annex it.
What they said is actually that Kherson does not need any referendum. They said that Kherson was Russia and that they will just simply ask Vladimir Putin to issue a decree making Kherson a part of Russia. So journalists asked Dmitry Peskov if Vladimir Putin was ready to accept this suggestion, this plan, and he said, quote, that such decisions must be absolutely legitimate, that it should be a choice of those who live in Kherson, that they should be absolutely legitimate as it was in Crimea, end of quote. And after he was asked if there was a plan to hold a referendum, we know that that's what happened in Crimea. Russia staged a referendum and after declared Crimea to be a Russian territory, annexed it. Dmitry Peskov said, quote, I did not say anything about referendum, so we do not know what the plan is, but indeed all of this is showing that Moscow may aim to annex this province.